What do you think it would be like to be 95 years old in the year 2023?
It'd be pretty awesome, honestly.
Say awesome?
Yeah. Well, technology is... I would just play video games all the time. Like, if I was old, like nowadays...
Okay, I posited another question. What if you were a gold statue that's 95 years old in the year 2023?
Like, am I sentient?
Well, yeah, you have to be in this scenario.
I don't know. I mean, is it real gold anyways, too?
It's Hollywood. Everything's made of gold.
Fake.
Yeah, it's all whatever.
Fake. 95 years, like, wild.
That's
if I was
crazy.
alive that long, I mean, I'm just going to call it. I'm not making it to 95. So what a feat. Congrats, Oscar.
Oh, hello, everybody. We're here, once again, to pick our picks for the Oscars, the 95th Academy Awards. I like to title them as our very dumb predictions, but I went back, looked through the scores. Actually, not that dumb.
Not dumb.
Really?
I'm telling you, we're okay at this.
So, just to give you guys a home, or at the office, or
The bus
car,
stop?
The
bus-
bathroom.
the dentist office, wherever you are watching this, here's how well we've done. So, coming in last place.
Wait, how many years have we done this? We started in 2019.
2019, yes.
So the movies are 2018. Okay.
So these are 4 years worth
Okay.
of
Cool.
Oscars.
That's crazy.
Coming in last place is me
Oh my
Well,
god.
you keep choosing Venoms.
Yeah, that's...
with a 45% success rate.
that's
And then tied for first, I don't know
What?
who you guys think it's going to be.
Who could it be? Who could it be?
It's Zach and JD at 54% success rate.
Yeah. Last year definitely hurt me, but that Parasite year.
That, yeah.
That
I
really-
should have went with my heart.
Yeah, you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
really nailed it that year. And I was just all about Venom. So.
Venom.
This year Morbius though, right?
Morbius, yes.
The year
obviously.
Morbius.
The year of... I talked to Mr. Morbius, and he told...
Dr. Morbius.
Oh, sorry, Dr. Mr. Morbius. And he said, if you don't pick me, I'm eating your plasma.
It's Morbius. It's Morbin
It's
Time?
Morbin Time. Before we get into our picks, do we got any things we're mad about that didn't get? Obviously, Jordan Peele and Nope not getting anything
That's pretty weird.
is crazy.
Like not even like below the line really.
Yeah.
It's like outrageous to me.
And the fact that they reinvented how to shoot night scenes during the daytime.
I don't think people were like, that's a bad movie. I think people were just like, Jordan Peele wasn't out there being like, hey, choose me, because Universal was probably like, well, we got the Fablemans over here.
I was wondering, what's the other Universal?
So, but
Fableman?
yeah, Nope is definitely hard. I know a lot of people are upset about the Women King.
Yeah.
No Viola Davis.
And
Or directing for that movie.
and there's
Really
some
good.
controversy about the two Leslie actress sneaking in there.
over Danielle Deadweiler for
Yeah.
Till. As always, we start off Best Supporting. For actors, we have Brendan Gleeson, Brian Tyree Henry, Judd Hirsch, Barry Keoghan, and Ki-Hu Kwan. And for actress, we have Angela Bassett, Hong Chow, Carrie Condon, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Stephanie Hsu.
I'm gonna go Ki Kwan and Angela Bassett. So
That's a pretty safe bet.
I think Kwan's got it locked up.
Yeah.
The man is very charming.
Mm-hmm.
Back to that campaigning thing, he's been all over the place. And also Angela Bassett. I mean, I wouldn't have picked this a few weeks ago, but she seems to be really gaining some traction.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be like her first like big like above the line MCU like win. So it'll be kind of wild. It feels a little underwhelming, but she kills it in that movie.
She destroys it. Yeah.
Compared to like some of the other like nominees, like it's kind of like but like yeah, she kills it. I'm sticking with this. I'm not even worried about it.
Ki Hui Kwan and Angela Bassett as well. As this is very safe because they are both winning all of them, and I have not seen Black Panther yet, but
What?
I know
What?
I haven't seen it.
Next week.
I should watch it at some
It'll
point.
be on Disney Plus soon.
I was wondering, like I've been waiting for it, so I have my chance now.
Threw a curveball. This is probably the reason why I have a low success rate. But I went all everything everywhere all at once. Ki Kwan and Stephanie Hsu.
Oh man,
I think her. I mean,
She deserves it.
that's who
Yes.
I would vote for.
But
honestly,
her and Jamie Lee Curtis are going to spot. I don't even know why Jamie Lee's really in there.
there's a lot of think pieces of why Jamie Lee Curtis got nominated, but also Angela Bassett does deserve.
Oh,
an
she's.
Oscar.
I mean,
So,
like, she's fantastic.
she may get the
Look forward.
Scorsese Oscar this year for her line of work. Let's stay with the actors, and we're going best lead. We got, of course, Austin Butler, Colin Farrell, Brendan Fraser, Paul Mescal, and Bill Nighy. And then for the women, we have Kate Blanchett, Ana de Armas, Andrea Riseborough, Michelle Williams, and Michelle Yeoh. So I'm going Colin Farrell and Michelle Yeoh.
Bold.
I went first name, last name that time.
Which, but you did. You did
Bold
last
strategy.
name first.
just switching it up.
Chaos.
I went full name, first name last time.
Ugh.
I'm going full chaos. If I can't get Morbius to win, I've talked about this several times, especially in our best of the year. This is Colin Farrell's year, and he could have got nominated for almost any performance he did this year. But Banshees of Inisherin, it was his movie, and he crushed it. Michelle Yeoh, I mean, it's obvious. I mean, she's winning everything. She's got a great performance. I think JD has picked someone different. So let's go to JD.
Okay, all right.
I mean, did you pick? Are you the same?
No, actually,
Okay.
I'm a little different. but-
Okay. Well, I went totally different. I went Austin Butler and Kate Blanchett.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Listen, I'm not saying these are the right choice. Oh, I mean, I think Kate.
You're
It's
going,
a race. It's a race for Kate and Michelle. Like
you're
there's-
going more what the Oscars would pick.
I'm going that Tar is very recent.
Mm-hmm.
Tar is about to be on streaming as voters vote, and Tar is become this internet meme thing, which kind of plays into it now. It's getting a lot of attention. She's fantastic. It's Kate. It's Kate. If I'm playing a winning strategy, like it's Butler's. I mean, especially recent news and recent headlines. I mean, I think there's a moment that the Oscars are going to try to pick up on and be like, yeah, let's give it to Butler. He's also winning a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
He's on SNL. Is
Yeah.
Colin on SNL?
He has been.
I think
I mean, the
recently,
few years.
Back in the day.
Not
Back in the
recently.
day.
all of our best actors are different. Brendan Fraser and Michelle Yeoh. I have seen, I think, all of the actors, and
You met him?
Yes, I met them. They're all nice
Personally.
people. Personally, yeah. I do think it's going to be a race between Brendan Fraser and Colin Farrell.
No, I think they
I,
cancel each other
I
out.
don't think it's going
I
to be
think
Austin Butler at
so.
all.
It's a Darren Aronofsky movie. We probably all remember the Mickey Rourke hype for The Wrestler, which
That's
is
true.
a very similar role, and he lost at the Oscars. So Brendan won at a couple places, but I don't think he's going to pull it away in the Oscars.
We'll find out, because I think they all have very redemptions, except for Austin Butler. But coming back from the limelight after years of not getting roles, and then Colin Farrell was kind of a crazy person when he was young, and now he's old and wise. We'll see. We'll see what's going on.
Isn't it crazy that Elvis has perhaps one of the better acting performances of this year, and also one of the worst?
It's crazy.
All right, now we go to Best Director.
yeah.
We have Steven Spielberg for The Fabelmans. We have Ruben Östlund for Triangle of Sadness. Martin McDonagh for Banshees of Inisherin. Todd Field for Tar. And the Daniels for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
All right. So best director, Daniels. I think it's going to Daniels. Just based off of what's the hype, also how many nominations are in it. They have every single lead that they directed is nominated for an Oscar, on top of it's just an amazing movie. Just all the little pieces coming together. They got a distinct voice. I bet it's going to go into the Daniels.
You know, the Oscars love their movies about movies.
They do.
And they do love this man, Steven Spielberg.
Oh,
Yes, they
boy.
do.
All right.
They are infatuated with this
Now,
guy.
I will say, we could go back. We can roll the tape from last year. I definitely put Spielberg winning.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It didn't
And you were
happen.
wrong, you were
I was
wrong.
wrong, but I think if this is
This is probably like his swan song in some ways.
well, really,
It
I
is.
think I was listening to someone talk about this recently, but this is the first time that we don't really know what Spielberg's gonna do next. Like he's a man who's always busy,
Yeah.
but this is the first time that he's been pretty quiet about what he's doing. So I would not be surprised if this is kind of him. I've said my piece. I've done my beginning at the end, and I'm just going to produce from now on. It'd be super sad, but
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of that thought in Hollywood, and then they're going to give it to him, you know?
And the main event,
Bum, bum.
we're going to talk about Top Gun Maverick winning best script.
I don't understand.
No,
Whatever.
it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
It's a
Does
tight,
it, though?
it's structurally, it's a tight script.
Structurally, sure. It's just all the
But
love
also,
stuff.
listen, there's a reason why people love this movie. And it's not just because of the structure. Okay, it's got fun characters. It makes sense.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Real main event. Best picture. I just knew they would argue about
I
that.
just don't understand.
Best picture. We have All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fablemans, Tar, Top Gun Maverick, Triangle of Sadness, and Women Talking.
I think we're like all on the same page on this one.
Now, do we reveal? We're going to reveal all at the same
Yeah.
time. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
Ah!
Okay.
Listen. That's my heart pick.
Yeah. I feel it. I feel it in my soul that Tar is winning.
I think you're probably right. But you know what? I don't care about the score because you're going to lose a lot of the other. Why do you think Tar's going to win? Is this, do you really, I mean, you haven't seen it.
I have not seen it, but the hype around it on the internet is unmistakable. Like, obviously, Everything Everywhere at Once had the internet in a chokehold. But it is not the movie that the Oscars pick.
Yeah.
If we think about snubs in the best pictures, Everything All at Once is the snub. We think about Taxi Driver, you think about all the other movies that should have won, that what people think should have won. That movie is what people think should have won.
Yeah.
And Tar is the movie that's gonna win.
You know, and I will say, at least it's a movie that would be deserving of it. You know, it's not, this isn't a Green Book, this isn't a Crash. It's a legit great movie, and it's also funny. I don't know if they're willing to be like, yeah, we're gonna pick the movie that's definitely about us and low key. But also I would just love, like, this would be like the Cinderella story, the ending of like a.
That's
a
why I
fairy
think it's going to
tale.
win. It's a Cinderella story. It's an indie movie that is just exploding, and
Yeah.
And we cannot discount last year that Coda, you know, I really love Coda.
Shocked the world.
Shocked everyone.
Yeah.
But you're like, it made everyone feel really good. And still we're still in a pandemic. We're still in things where like the state of movies is kind of chaotic. And to have a movie that is both so weird and interesting, which will work against it, but also still be so heartwarming and so like fun, I think gives it an advantage. My heart of hearts wants this, but I also know my brain's telling me that should have picked Tar. Should have picked Lydia.
All right, now I got throwing you a curveball.
Okay.
Please write down the movie that you think got snubbed the most.
I wrote The Batman
yeah.
because I do think there are some categories that it needed to be in.
Yeah.
I was expecting cinematography.
Cinematography for
but
sure. I would have loved to seen a sneak in for like Pattinson. Just 'cause
No.
I mean, I'm not saying
No.
he deserves it. I mean, but we're talking about.
Look at the competition.
Sue Leslie's in there, you know. Like I don't know, like or even like you know, there's some things I'm like, it should have gotten a little bit more love. Nope, 100% is my like
Yeah.
the end all be all, but we've already talked about that. So if we're going like things that, you know, I think the Batman deserves a little bit more love.
You guys liked Nope more than me, but I still like it. Should have got a lot of nominations. And then I mentioned The Menu should have got a screenplay, but this one, Babylon, the cinematography.
It says Undo Babylon. I
Oh,
would say
Undo
yes. That's
Babylon,
that's
yes.
what the audience said. They said Undo Babylon.
Which yes, the American people said that, and also
It's actually a
critics.
Babylon hive, you know, just
Yeah.
clamoring.
It's an interesting movie. It's a mess, but it's going to win Best Score. I am putting that on the record there. But
I don't think so.
I think it will. But cinematography in this is insane. There's like at least 5 like tracking oneers that are mind blowing.
I think we all know.
Oh, yep.
Morbius.
I thought Triple R would be in there more.
Oh,
Yeah, Triple R.
It definitely should.
I'm going to stomp on the bid, but I was
Even
just like,
even at international feature, it didn't.
no international.
It's insane.
feature.
I don't know because India didn't pick it to.
Original song, which it will win.
Not
It
to is
will
going to
win.
win. So,
But,
anyways, that's our
Morbius.
picks. Morbius all the way.
Were you surprised that I picked another comic book movie? You weren't seeing.
Look,
You didn't see it coming
DC versus Marvel all day.
all day. Sony, Marvel properties. Marvel
Yes.
Association.
Sorry. All right. We'll be if we're wrong, tag us in the comments.
Un esercito di prodi